This is No BS with the Coopers. All right. We're back.
We're back.
Yes. This is No BS
with the Coopers.
I am Mr. Cooper.
I am Mrs. Cooper.
That beautiful melanin specimen.
That I am.
Yeah. Welcome back. And welcome back, baby.
Welcome back, honey.
Look, man. This is dope. Say it all the time.
I don't know if everybody noticed, but I'm a little more comfortable now.
She's in her bag.
Little poquito.
She's un poquito. She's in her bag right now.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You know, and but this is what we wanted. This is what we prepared for.
Right.
And the ups and downs, like we say all the time, the challenges of being parents. Husband and wife and parents.
That part.
Shout out to the kids.
Shout out to the kids.
Oh my goodness, man.
Shout out to Naya for being a fighter.
Freaking trooper.
This past
week.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Yeah, it was. She had to get dental surgery, and Janaya not the one to let you be in her mouth.
Right. And
so they had to sedate her.
Yeah.
And that was tough to watch.
It was tough on both ends.
Yeah, on both of us.
And for those of you that aren't familiar, which you very well should be, shame of yourself. Shania is our special baby. That's the
special angel.
She's grown, she has microcephaly.
Mm-hmm.
And for her, it is hard for her to communicate on a lot of levels. She knows her words. She communicates to us. She communicates to her loved ones.
She understands everything you say to her.
Her energy. She understands your energy.
She understands all of it.
Everything.
She just can't
verbally express
verbally bring it back to you.
So it was tough. It was tough to have to watch her be sedated.
Yeah.
But she pulled through. She did her thing.
She was a fighter.
We love you.
We love you, Naya.
And that's one of the things we had to deal with. What bothers me about that particular time, and this isn't even the subject that we came on. This is
really not.
this is one of the things that we just, I guess, felt needed to be touched on. But I don't understand people sometimes. I really don't get it. And to elaborate more, being a part of Shania's life for the better part of 11 years.
Mm-hmm. She was about 11 when you came, yeah.
Yeah, she was turning 11.
Turning 11, yeah.
When I came. She's literally shifted my life, my way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I already had this parental instinct to protect and be there for my children.
Mm-hmm.
She just gave it a whole hell of a lot more meaning.
Yeah.
And layers, and I'll go a little deeper into that on a later time. But it was tough. It was tough.
I'm gonna just say this, and then I'm gonna get off the subject because I don't want to get emotional and I want to start crying.
No, that's fine, baby.
But if anybody is involved with the special needs community, teacher, doctor, anybody, mother, father, caregiver, but mainly people that either work in a school board or do some kind of therapy with a special needs child or an adult. If you're going to do something in that field, please have compassion. Have a heart. Because at the end of the day, they are people too. They have emotions, they have feelings, and they can feel everything that's around them.
Facts.
So just from me being a parent and a caregiver, because that's what I am to Shania, make sure that y'all have compassion. That's it. It'll be a lot easier for the caregivers and parents.
Otherwise,
don't do the shit.
Don't do the job. Don't get involved with it. Don't get involved with people under the disguise of helping. Don't do it, because you'll run up on some people like myself. I don't pull no punches, and I don't care. I will really,
You really gonna get fucked up.
It's not gonna be nice for you
at all.
So, do your due diligence when you're dealing with special needs, anyone in the special needs community, or anyone in general for that matter. Do your due diligence, have patience, and understand that each patient is different. Mm-hmm. You can't put the same expectations on the same person, or put those same type of expectations of how one person is on everyone else. You can't do that.
Exactly.
So today's topic is a topic very, very important to us. And we've spoken about this, or we've mentioned this in previous episodes. We talk about this in our everyday life, and we not only talk about it, but we have implemented what we're speaking on. And today we are talking about the importance of building and sustaining generational wealth. Mm-hmm. Generational wealth. Before I go into this long soliloquy, I'm going to tag my wife in, bam, with the definition of the term generational wealth.
The term that Google uses.
Yeah, the term that Google uses for generational wealth.
Generational wealth is essentially any kind of asset that is passed down from one generation to the next. This might include cash, investment funds, stock and bonds, real estate properties, or even businesses. So that's what we come in at.
Well, no, it's more than that. It's even more than that.
Yeah, it is.
But that was Google's definition of the term. I think that term has been used very loosely. And I think that's why some who I've either heard, seen on social media, or either heard in person,
right,
have a different taste or a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to the term generational wealth. And I don't understand that part of it. That's not for me to understand.
Right.
But for us,
Mr. Cooper, tell them how you feel.
It's a very real term. It's tangible. Mm-hmm. The reason why I say it's tangible is because we're living it. We are living in a world where society has forced you to change. Society has forced all of us to figure something out.
So true.
Society has forced you to step outside of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. And if you really have the cojones, that's balls, to go after your dreams and go after something that could really change your life and the life of your family, it is imperative that you do it. And that's the start of wanting to build generational wealth. It starts in your mindset and in your thoughts. Coming up as kids, from teenagers on into our adult life, for you,
excuse me,
how important was it for you to work? Like the concept of getting a job and paying bills and that whole nine. How was that concept for you growing up even into your adulthood, and then now, years later, where you are as a business owner, multiple business owner.
Yeah.
How does that go for you?
Man, well, growing up, I seen my dad work faithfully on his job faithfully. But he made sure he had time for us, which I loved. He balanced everything out. Mm-hmm. So when I got older and had my kids, I was just on a mission to make some money. I didn't know where to start. I didn't have a career. I did want to be a teacher when I was younger. Mm-hmm. And so once I had Shania, I was like, man, I got 2 kids to take care of now. Not wanting to depend on nobody.
Right.
Like nobody.
Totally understandable.
Didn't want to depend on nobody. So I just applied to a daycare one year. And mind you, I had no degrees. I had dropped out of high school my 12th grade year because I had to have Shania. I just dropped out. I ain't care no more. I ain't like fuck school. It's not doing nothing for me right now. I got 2 kids to raise.
Real shit. Got to get out here and get it.
Yeah. So, applied for a daycare job and got the job. And I was in every classroom, from the babies to the school age kids. Mm. And with that job, I was just doing it like I was babysitting. Because I didn't know. It's my first job. Well, that wasn't my first job, but that was my first daycare job.
Right.
Because my first job was McDonald's, but I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to stay there. That was before I had kids, though.
Right.
Once going through that experience, I told myself I'll never work another fast food job ever. And so, did a daycare for a while. Then went to Subway. But that was way easier than McDonald's. And a lot healthier choices. Did Subway for a while and then went back into daycare. Because in my mind, after going through what I went through with Shania and trying to find aftercare for her was a struggle. Because a lot of the schools didn't have no programs for special needs children.
Wow. And what year around the time was this?
I was born in 2001.
Uh-huh.
So that's probably like
2003, something like that?
Later.
Later on?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even as a baby, thank God for Easter seals. That was a good program for her. That's a school. At the time, it was a school with other kids that were like her. Mm-hmm. And they had like the occupational therapist, speech therapist, physical therapist, all in one space. And she needed all 3 of those services.
Easter Seals was able to provide that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Thank God.
So, needless to say, you had no choice in the matter. You had no choice in the matter. Because
at first I was like, well, I'm going to open up my own school.
Yes.
For the special need community. And I was adamant about it because I had went back to school, got my GED. Shout out to Goliath Academy. Make sure y'all go and get your GED. It's not even a GED. It's a high school diploma. So go get it. And tell them that I sent you. Yeah, I got my high school diploma through them. I had already started some college courses. But the classes that I wanted to take, I needed my high school diploma.
Right.
Which is my CDA for childcare and stuff like that. So I did all of that. GED, got my degree in childcare. Got my associate's degree in childcare. And yeah, I was on a mission. I was on a mission to start my own school.
What happened?
COVID hit.
Goddamn COVID.
COVID hit. I was a director at a school when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it became very overwhelming.
So you all just heard a little bit, just a smidge of her work history, the history of
just a smidge.
The history of working, being employed. The key points that to take from that is we have no choice.
Yeah.
When we have children, life really be lifing.
Oh yeah.
And you have no choice.
You have no choice, and you be so focused in that routine.
And so it doesn't leave any room
to grow,
or that creative side of you to flourish, to even know that there are businesses and there are just other avenues to make it. So needless to say, that was those were pivotal points in your life.
Yeah.
In your work history. For me, it was the quite opposite.
Right.
As you know, I had jobs here and there when I was younger. But for the life of me, with everything from jobs to just wanting to work, wanting to be a provider. I hadn't had employment, steady employment, for years. Years prior to us reconnecting, those were some of the worst years of my life.
Yeah.
Trying to get a job, trying to work for someone for a paycheck, and being totally denied on every turn, on every corner. It didn't matter the type of job. And then some of the jobs, the jobs that did say, yes, we want you, those were the users. How were they the users? Allow me to retort. There's this thing that happens where, I'm pretty sure you know too, Rich, a 90-day probation. You know what a 90-day probation is? A 90-day probation is literally 90 days of you working your tail off for said company. And under the guise of the 90-day probation, anything you do or anything, they can let you go. I had so many jobs that fired me on or in between the 90-day probation. And during those times, I was acting off of, damn, I can't keep a job. Like, what's going on? Not
what
really.
Y'all firing me for?
What are y'all firing me for? I'm doing the best I could. I'm here on time. What y'all firing me for? They don't have to explain that to you.
Because it's in your 90 days.
Because it's under the 90 days. And it wasn't until later on in my life, after not having to worry about working for someone, that I was able to put the pieces together that, damn, like, that's how they use. It's not just me. That's how they use everybody. That's how they use people for the labor. But I was taking that shit personal because it was happening to me.
Right.
How could I be effective? How could I be an asset? As it says, how could I be an asset? So it's a lot that comes with that, with working for someone. You don't reach your highest potential. Yeah. You're stifled. They say it's a glass ceiling to be broke, but it's not a glass ceiling. You'll get there and keep hitting your head if you don't have a plan, outright plan for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you gotta have a plan, because, man, It can take you on a whole nother route.
So for me, it was a little earlier. It was earlier than the pandemic. And you can attest to this. When we met, there was no judgment. There was no judgment. She didn't judge the man I am based on what I didn't have.
Why would I?
Why would she? She said that. But there are so many people that do that. And so they don't give the chance or the opportunity to grow with someone or learn even.
Yeah. I think that's people do that because they're afraid. Because of the lack thereof, I believe.
Right? Because you're unsure.
Yeah.
And you don't know,
But I was sure.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that.
Yeah, you did. I feel, and you can answer this, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I feel that you were sure, but you really took time to listen to me. You really took time to see the vision. Even though the vision wasn't clearly laid out at that time.
It wasn't laid out at the table.
It wasn't laid out at that time. And you literally seen the no's, the thousands of applications being put in, the literally going to these places, having to go to these places, and get rejected. And she said something to me that literally changed the game for us and our family. She said, you have a vision, you have a plan, go for it. Go do it. And that allowed me to go full force in what you even see today.
Big facts.
It really did. The importance of generational wealth for me is to not only have something tangible to leave my family just in case I'm not here or situations happen, but it's to teach our children that there is another way, and you don't have to follow this way that has been put on us generationally, after generation. That you literally can follow your dreams. You literally can put a plan together. You literally can execute on that plan, and you can start something else, and you can keep going. You can keep going, and that's important for me. It's not we know this is gonna come. This is gonna come. But if you understand what money is,
it has no value,
and that it has no true value, I promise you will switch up how you think and how you move. A lot of you are trading in your time, but you're not getting the value of your time. And guess what? Time is the one thing we can't get back.
Cannot get back at all. At all. That's true.
We'll take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to go a little deeper into the importance of generational wealth to us and why you should consider establishing this for yourself, your family, your lineage, and not letting anyone sway you.
Big facts.
We'll be right back with more.
No BS.
With the Coopers. back. No BS.
No BS.
Coopers.
With the Coopers.
Oh man. Coming off of commercial, which we got some fire commercials, by the way. Coming off of commercial, we were talking off camera, just going over a few things, and baby, why did you choose to stick with me? Like, why did you? What did you see?
See all that? I'm joking. No, I just wanted to support you. You know, I mean, I was your lady, so why not support you and what you see for yourself? Nothing wrong with supporting somebody. You know, and with me supporting you motivated me to start my business.
It did.
And my business started by word of mouth, not even on social media. The old fashioned way.
It did. So, like we were saying earlier, it was the pandemic that forced you to change your trajectory.
Yeah.
What did that do for you?
Well, with the school I was working for had closed down for a minute. I just decided in myself that I wasn't going back. I was like, no, I can do this. And if y'all wondering what I'm talking about, you see my hair. So it is Virtuous Crowns LLC. You know,
come on.
I do locks, micro locks, sister locks, whatever lock you want, I got you.
Big facts.
Products coming soon. Yeah.
I love it. I love how she talk her shit, because she did build that from the ground up.
I sure did.
You know, I love to lead by example. And not everyone is a leader. I've learned that in life.
And that's okay, because you're the leader in our house.
Yeah, but not.
Okay.
And thank you for establishing that. But that there are times when you come across people who you kind of hold in high regard, in a sense of like their opinions and things of that nature. And then you grow.
Yeah, they don't matter.
And you realize that those opinions were full of shit.
Big facts.
They were your opinions. And the one thing that I pride myself on is the fact that I not only was forced to start my own, but supported by the love of my life, as well as being someone that could show you that you didn't need the crap and the people who, you feel me? Like, is how could I lead and do something and not set it up for my family to follow the blueprint and go through that door? And I'm just proud of every accomplishment that you have made since then and now.
Yeah.
Like you are growing beyond even our expectations of wildest dreams of getting out of the mindset of waking up and going to work for somebody and literally putting in the time and effort to work and build your business.
Yeah.
And I just think it's fucking dope.
Thank you, baby. I mean, because everything I do now at this point, I'm working.
Everything is work.
Everything
take work.
As soon as I get up, get the girls together, homeschool, that's work.
Everything is work.
That is work all by itself, just between them couple of hours. Even though we're not even on the computer all day, it's still work. And then if I have a client after, I take care of that client and go from there. It's just work. On my own time.
But it's yours.
Mm-hmm. And it's something that I can leave to Naomi and Briley if that's something they want to do.
And that is the difference between working for someone, staying in that same system, or breaking away, creating your own, and again, starting the path to generational wealth.
Now, don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong with having your job.
No.
Okay?
We never said that.
In the process of you having your job, have a plan. Have a plan.
Have a plan.
Let that job fund your business.
Come on.
And once your business is flourishing, you have a lot of clientele, your job is making more than enough money to cover your bills, you can leave a job. It just so happened that COVID had me leave mine. Yeah, ain't no COVID now, so they say, but baby, we're gonna speak the truth on no BS.
Yeah.
And them make up diseases.
Yeah. Goddamn made up diseases. Goddamn. Bitch, how listen, y'all, how the hell was COVID-19 patented and trademarked before COVID-19 hit?
For real.
Hello.
All about money.
But I digress.
That's another episode, baby.
Yeah, it's a whole nother episode. Generational wealth.
Yeah, but if my daughters want to do locks or even just make the products, they can still continue my business. But it'll be their business if I'm gone, when I'm gone.
Same for the entertainment business. Same for Signature Seriez Entertainment, the Signature Seriez Network.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to the network.
Signature Seriez Network.
That's www.signatureseriesnetworktv.com. Damn, I'm good at that.
Yeah, that part.
But yeah, that's the thing. Myself, my business partner Blaze, shout out to Blaze. That's been our goal. Between our platforms, we've literally built platforms that will change the game.
Yeah, I don't, and that's another thing. I don't get how people that want to promote themselves or put themselves out there is people offer services to get y'all out there, but y'all don't use it.
I get it wholeheartedly. It's because in most people's eyes, you're not a proven commodity, right? And I understand that. But the one thing that you can't negate, that you can't take away, if you do your due diligence, is the numbers. The numbers don't lie. No, they don't lie. Our track record, it's here. You can Google us. You can look us up. You can look up what we do, what we bring to the table. And that has always been at the forefront as far as, damn, having something to leave my children, my family, my lineage. And it really is really rooted in the fact that, one, like I said before, it wasn't done for me. It wasn't, no one in my family on either side thought, let me create something that I can leave to my son or my children.
Yeah.
Nobody ever thought about that.
I don't think our generation of parents thought of that. I think they more so just left it in like wills.
Yeah, but even still,
like that.
Even with that, people don't know. They don't know the all the intricate details that goes into creating a will and all of that stuff. They don't know that. So they're not thinking, and they couldn't think that far ahead, right? Because of what they were taught, what they knew. So on that side, I can't blame, because is a lack of knowledge in it. And then as parents, as we know, if you get into a routine, it's kind of very, very hard to break that routine.
Oh, yes.
If the routine works, it's completely hard to break away from that, because like you said earlier, that fear comes with it. And it's like, well, what if I can't do this? What if I can't do that? Well, guess what? And this may sound harsh, but this is no BS. If you're thinking like that, you already fucking lost. If you're thinking like that, if you're thinking, damn, what if this don't work? What if this don't happen?
I mean, that kind of come into play, because I had those same questions in my head before.
What did you have to do though?
Before I started the business.
But what did you have to do?
Even during the process of the business, I still had doubts. But I told myself that if this is supposed to be is this the journey I'm supposed to take right now? God, you send the people. That's what I said. And I'm going into my second year of Virtuous Crowns. And God is sending the people.
Come on.
Within the second year. So,
but I'm
just grateful.
That's all due to you stepping out, taking a chance, and delivering. Like not
he blessed these hands.
Doubting yourself, like that's not doubting yourself that you can do it and you can establish this. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know, even with the naysayers, I recently had a run-in with an old acquaintance who shall not be named, but we got to talking, and a part of that conversation it started off with, well, how's things been going? What's been going on? So we was catching up a little bit, and we got on the subject of how he was doing, and he's retired from the service. And we got on the subject of generational wealth. And he said, like, I've heard from a couple of people, online, these wannabe gurus and things of that nature. But I've heard this from a lot of people. And it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth when he was like, generational wealth, I don't like that term, because it's not tangible. It's not accessible. It's not. It's not realistic.
What's a better term?
It's not realistic for everybody. Everybody. And I hear that. But what you all have to understand, just as much as we are giving our experience and our expertise based on what we have gone through.
Yep, it's just what we've gone through.
It's just what we've gone through. So I can understand him having that feeling, as it pertains to what he does and how he moves.
Yeah.
But you can't push that feeling on everybody else. Everybody don't see it how you see it. That's just like another person who I had on the show. And he was telling me about generational wealth. And he told me from his side of what generational wealth means and is from his point of view.
Yeah.
That does not negate what I have built, what we have built for our children and our lineage, to make sure that generational wealth is tangible, that it's not a fairy tale, it's not anything like that. It is.
Now we know that just by looking at our children, and the young adults, they're not children anymore.
Yeah, the young adults.
Just looking at the young adults that we have, and our two youngest daughters, all of them are creative. So even if they don't take on our business,
family business,
they have something
to create for themselves.
They still have something, because they're all so creative and unique in their own way.
Yeah. And that's something that we should be proud of. I'm super proud of it.
Man, I was gonna curse. But I didn't know how to get it out, but
it was that joy.
Yeah.
that joy. But that concludes our talk on generational wealth.
Yeah.
Now, it's not saying you won't hear the term. You will hear the term. But for us, as you can see, that's our journey. That's what we are on. That's what literally changed our life.
Mm-hmm.
And we move our way. We move to our own
drum.
To our own drum. You know, and it's a hard journey. It's a process. Nothing's easy.
Everything's a process.
Just like nothing's easy in life. But I tell you this: if you want it bad enough,
you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. Your goal. Yeah,
you'll make it happen.
You're gonna make it happen,
baby. Tell the people where they can follow you.
Oh, well, you guys can follow me on IG, Lock Queen V, or TikTok if you like TikTok, as Lock Queen V as well. The name not gonna change because I am the queen.
She is. You can follow me on IG at I am the real Mr. Cooper. The reason why you can follow me on that is because I was hacked a couple years ago, so I had to change it. Everything else, though, you can find me at the real Mr. Cooper, especially on Twitter where I talk my shit.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Again, this was a great show.
It was.
I'm loving each time I get to sit across from you and talk to you publicly on camera. Because you all are just getting what we do
every day.
You know. But baby, I actually want some dinner, and then I want some of you. We'll leave on that note. I am Mr. Cooper.
And I am Mrs. Cooper.
And this
is No BS.
With the Coopers.
The Coopers. The Cooper.
You got it. You got it. I love your dress.
This is No BS with the Coopers.